What's up, guys? Brian here from Swing Yard. Previously I reviewed two drivers. You can find those reviews here on our YouTube channel of the Titleist GT2 and the Ping G430 LST. You can also find our write-ups on swingyard.com, but today I'm just going to do a quick side-by-side comparison here on number 7 on Stream Song Red. So I'm going to hit 5 drives with each, give some commentary on the drives, and then we'll look at the stats and kind of compare and contrast, and I'll pick a winner after today's challenge. So let's get started. That was hit pretty well. If I hit every drive like that, I would be a better golfer because I don't often hit them like that. Nope. Little lower launch angle. Good ball speed. It's a pretty good drive. I think sometimes my expectations are different in a sim than in real life. If I was playing this course in real life, I'd be ecstatic to see that drive, but in a sim you're like, well, your numbers aren't quite as good as you would hope. But still, that was a good drive. It's a really low ball flight again. Good ball speed. Good spin number. Again, that's a great drive. I'm sure I would take it. I'd be happy with that in real life. All right, there's 5 drives. Now let's give the Ping a chance. I did like the Ping a little bit more on the real course. We'll see which one wins here in the simulator challenge. All right, Ping G430 LST, ball number 1. I've got the 10.5 degree here. Both shafts are, as I mentioned in my review, the Fujikura Ventus TR. I'm using the 6X, the blue 6X. That's kind of my preference. I had the black for a little while. It's a little bit too stiff. It was better when I had a quick transition, but I do like the blue. It's a very popular shaft on tour as well. Pretty good ball, right down the middle. Again, lower launch angle than I'd like to see, but that was a bullet. A low bullet again. That would run. It's a good ball. It's too low, but it's a good ball. There we go. That's higher up in the air. 14 degree launch. I would take that. All right. Last shot. Last ball. Ping G430. Maybe we'll swing a little harder at this one, see if we can get it out there a little farther. That was hit well. That may have been the best ball of the bunch. All right, so there's my 5 shots with the Ping G430. Now let's take a look at the stats. All right, let's take a look at some of these numbers here. So I've got the 2 sessions up here. You can see Titleist, Ping. So let's look at my Titleist numbers. Good numbers from the Titleist. I had to throw out a couple shots. I actually had a couple misreads, but that's a function of the launch monitor, not the driver itself. So let's look at a couple of these numbers. You can see average carry 301, average total 320, ball speed at 175. I got 2,000 spin. That's pretty good. That's a great simulator number. It's probably less spin that I'd want to see on the real course, frankly. All right, so we got a 301 average carry and a 320 average total distance with the Titleist. How about the Ping? When I click on the Ping here, we're very similar. with 301, 321. So that's indicative of the fact that the technology between the clubs is very similar these days. That said, my max drive, this 343 drive, I hit with the Ping. My max with the Titleist was 322. My Titleists were much more tightly grouped. So let's look at the groupings. Actually, you can see that the Titleist, which is the green dots here, I had more dispersion, whereas the Ping, which are the blue dots, I had a little bit more dispersion front to back, but it was actually tighter from a fairway perspective because I sprayed this one over here on the right with the Titleist. So what do I make of these two drivers? I think I mentioned it in my review of the Ping G430. It's a really fun club to hit, and so I think the winner today is going to be the Ping G430 LST. I mentioned in my review of this club that I am going to try the non-low spin version because the spin does come off just a touch low for my liking, which makes mishits harder to control. But it is a great club. I can already tell that it's very forgiving, and I encourage you guys to check it out for yourself. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe and check us out for more content on swingyard.com. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again soon.